The new T680, the most aerodynamic Kenworth truck ever built. This is the culmination of a 4-year process that began with a question: what does our customer need to succeed?
We spent an incredible amount of energy trying to make sure that we listened to customers, spent time with customers, witnessed what they were doing with the product, and made sure that from our design approach, it was what they needed to do to be successful in their business.
Kenworth organized customer councils comprised of knowledgeable owners and drivers at the start of the project to listen and learn from their experiences as the project evolved.
It began with a lot of involvement on the customer side, talking about their needs, going through prototypes, looking at their evaluations of where we were in the design and trying to evaluate how we could improve things even further.
I think they're very interested in what we, the customer, the user, what we're interested in, what works for us, because you can sit up here and suppose what we want, but we're really out there on the road and hopefully give them a good idea of what we need.
We developed a series of reconfigurable mock-ups that we used to lay out the initial occupant package. We had a cab called Gumby that stretched in width and length to determine the ultimate space that the driver needed to operate in. The amount of driver input that we had for this program was extensive. The Gumby study collected over 400 people alone, so we could get a large sample size.
As we developed this product, we realized that the aerodynamics was so important that integrating the sleeper had such a huge effect on aerodynamics that we elected to go that way. The T680 is a really nice combination of what I would call art and science. The art of the passion, keeping the product looking clean and fresh and new, but the science of aerodynamics is so important. So combining those two was a huge challenge for this product.
Early in the program, we said, let's let the aerodynamicist that works for the company be the head designer, really, if you will, for the shape of the truck. And then from that, we turned that basic premise over to our industrial designers, and they created the look of the truck.
Everything starts with sketching, that idea, that thought. We go from sketching to digital data, we mill surfaces, we'll create 40% models, and then we'll evaluate those in 40%. From the 40% models, we'll move to full-size models. We do a lot of digital data, a lot of full-size projection to again understand the size and the proportions of our design.
As design work neared completion, trucks were built for testing on the road and at the PACCAR Technical Center, where thousands of miles were run on the test tracks and in real-world simulations in the structural labs. The test vehicles were assembled by hand, much the same as trucks are built on the assembly line. However, the T680 project is a look to the future with a massive investment of time and technology to improve the product any way possible. And so the question, is there a better way to build a better truck?
One of the goals for the program was to make sure that we built the cab the same way every time so that it was very repeatable in process, and the reason for that was to make it reliable for the customers. So that's the decision we made, to use robots, to have a cab that was very easy to put together in the steady manner that we wanted. That made sure we got a tight cab with no wind noise, no water leaks, and met the customer's needs.
When customer council members returned to see the finished model, they were excited to see how their contributions had been put into practice and were thrilled at the outcome.
I'm excited to, as an end user, to give some input on this new product, and it's kind of fun to see engineering listen to us truckers and put some of those ideas to work. And when I look at the truck, it's very, very, very pleasing, and I think it's very stylish and yet operational and aerodynamic and fuel efficient.
It's been really great to have them come in now because we were able to go from the original concepts where we just had cardboard and plywood mock-ups to now the final finished truck. And when they were able to walk in and see the final production product, everybody was very happy.
In viewing it today, love the mirrors, love the windshield, the dash layout, sleeper layout. It's very well done.
It's really neat to see this whole thing through, see the final product, which is really a cool product when you go to look at it. It's sleek, it's aerodynamic, it's got all the lines that it needs to have, and it's a great truck. It really turned out very nice.
They love it. They think we nailed it. I mean, the comments are things we hear like, this is going to be a home run. This is exactly what we needed to satisfy our market.
Kenworth asked, what do you need to succeed? And answered with the new T680. Totally new, totally Kenworth. The most aerodynamic Kenworth truck ever.